Yeah, I have a lot of the same concerns that have been expressed, but I'd like to repeat some of them. You know, I would like us to work together, and I think a resolution like this just brings more divisiveness. Again, I see it as a waste of time. A lot of this has been all litigated, and we should be dealing with the issues that are in front of us, which some of it have been mentioned. The $6 billion deficit that we face. We grew, the Democrats and Governor Walz grew government at 40% and then raised taxes another 9 to 10 billion. All right, one of the things is, can you do that in your own life? Can you raise your expenses 40% when your income isn't going up that much? Okay? I mean, we basically blew an $18 billion surplus. So you can't do it in your personal life, and government can't do it either. And now we've got the fiscal hangover, which we should be dealing with rather than wasting our time on a divisive resolution that is going to have no bearing on anything other than to bring divisiveness between us. The second thing, let's look at a few other issues. You know, I'm on the Energy Committee, and we had testimony that 36% of Minnesotans are struggling to pay their energy cost. 36% members. We should be addressing this and bringing down the price of electricity. And, 36% is only 14% from 50% of Minnesotans struggling to pay or not being able to pay their energy cost, including heating. That's the statistics, and instead we're dealing with a divisive resolution here. The next thing, let's look at the nursing home situation. In my nursing homes, I've lost 2 in my district in the last several years. And these are some of the most vulnerable people. Now we look at the governor's budget, he's cutting millions of dollars out of my nursing homes in the next 4 years, when most of those nursing homes can barely stay afloat right now. I really don't know what he's thinking. I hope that there'll be enough Democrats to address this to care for our most vulnerable. Second thing, as far as education is concerned, I think we've dropped from 5th or 6th in the nation under Governor Walz down to 16th. Barely half of our students, can read at grade level or do math at grade level. Those are the issues that should bring us together and that we should address, not some divisive resolution on an issue that's been over and done with for several years. Second thing, members, just to put things into proper perspective, I serve on the HS committee, and right now, under Governor Walz's budget, we're 25% of the general fund, which includes nursing homes, assisted living, and a number of other things. But Governor Walz wants to cut 65% out of our budget. Think about that. These are our most vulnerable people in the state of Minnesota and citizens, and we're taking the biggest cut on them versus what could actually be reduced. So members, with that, I am bringing amendment number 11, A11.
Senator Gruenhagen offers the A11 amendment. The Secretary will report the A11 amendment.
Senator Gruenhagen moves to amend Senate Resolution number 15 as follows. Page 2, after line 9, insert. This is the A11 amendment.
Senator Gruenhagen to your A11 amendment.
Oh, thank you, Mr. President. Yeah, just to put, this addresses at the federal level the pardons that Joe Biden has given to his son, who was pleaded guilty to tax evasion and found guilty on possessing a gun while using illegal drugs. Members, I want to put this in perspective and why it's so important, if you're going to pass this resolution, that you add this amendment. Here are the statistics of pardons of the last several presidents. George Bush II did, during his term, he did 200 pardons. President Obama did 1,927 pardons, okay? President Trump, in last term and so far in this term, did 1,700 pardons. President Biden did 8,064 pardons during his term. Members, 8,064 pardons. Look up the names. He pardoned rapists, murderers, burglars, illegal drug traffickers, people who are addicting and killing our young children. That's who he pardoned. And there should be condemnation for those types of steps that he's taken to endanger the citizens of the state of Minnesota and of this country. Not to say the fentanyl that has flowed in and killed over 100,000 of our young people every year. And he did nothing to stop that, him or Mayorkas. So the least we can do is at least acknowledge that these pardons were reprehensible and that people who are convicted with incrimination, regardless of the president, should not be pardoned. So it goes on to say that, that no president, it's not just President Biden, no president should pardon their family members. So members, I would encourage a green vote. Let's be fair about this, or just, and let's send a message, if you want to pass this resolution, that stop doing these pardons of violent criminals. I'd also ask for a roll call. Please vote green.